Good morning, children. Children, in the last class we learned about we are learning about the types of chemical changes. In that we learned in detail about the chemical combination, and next we learn about the chemical decomposition reaction. In that we learned that lead nitrate on heating, it gives lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Okay, children. Next we learned that water on heating, it gives hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen. That means we can separate, okay, we can separate the water into hydrogen and oxygen by the process of electrolysis. Electrolysis means the process of subjecting a compound to the electricity in order to decompose its components is called as electrolysis. Normally this process is called as electrolysis of water. Okay, electrolysis of water means passing of electricity to decompose a compound into its substituent contents. Okay, that is called as the electrolysis, and here we say it is what? Electrolysis of water. Normally we can say that electrolysis of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid can be, when passing of electricity, it can displace to hydrogen and sulfate. Okay, children, like that we can displace. Therefore that process is called as the electrolysis. And here we can see the process of this electrolysis in the textbook, children. That is here he is saying that take a plastic mug. Okay, he is saying that take a plastic mug, drill two holes at its base. That means here like this. Take a plastic mug, drill two holes at its base, at the bottom, and here, okay, we are keeping of two electrodes. On this we are inverting of two test tubes, and we are adding some water to it, and to this water we are adding certain salt to it. Why? Pure water doesn't conduct electricity, therefore we are subjecting some that means here we are adding some salt to it, and here the two electrodes, the two nails, will be acting as one as anode and the other one as cathode. And here this is connecting to the switch, electric switch. There is a battery. When we on the switch, okay, due to of this electrolysis, we can see the gaps in between them. Okay, the more gap is a hydrogen and the less gap is the oxygen, children. Therefore like this, therefore here the gap over here, more gap is hydrogen. Two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen can be separated. Okay, here we can see there plastic mug, O2, H2, two test tubes, acidified water means salt added water, graphite rods, two graphite rods. Normally graphites means here the pencil lead, whatever that we are having, pencil lead, it is made up of graphite, and here anode as well as cathode, children. Okay, like this we can see that on passing of electricity to the water, it can displace, it can be separated, it can be decomposed into hydrogen and oxygen, children. Okay, next we are having of another example, that is here we call it as the here silver bromide, 2AgBr. Silver bromide, on giving sunlight to it, okay, it gives off 2Ag plus Br2. Okay, here, okay, 2Ag is silver, solid, it is gas, bromine gas. Okay, children, therefore here silver bromide on giving of sunlight, this we call it as okay, sunlight. See here, silver bromide decomposes to silver and bromine in the presence of sunlight. Okay, the light yellow colored silver bromide turns into grey due to sunlight, children. Okay, this is this is called as the photochemical reactions. This is called as the photochemical reaction, children. Photochemical reaction means the reaction in which, okay, the reaction in which the reaction which takes place in the presence of sunlight is called as a photochemical reaction. Here we can see, children, Here this is the silver bromide, which is light yellow color. Silver bromide, which is light yellow color. When we place the silver bromide in the light yellow color in the sunlight, it turns into gray color. Okay, when exposed to sunlight, it turns into the silver metal. Therefore, here we call this as a silver. Okay, silver bromide, in keeping in the presence of the sunlight, which is of light yellow color, it turns into silver and the bromine. Therefore, this is called as a what? Displacement reaction, children. Sorry, this is called as a decomposition reaction. Okay, this decomposition reaction is taking place in the presence of the sunlight. Therefore, this type of chemical reaction which takes place in the presence of sunlight is called as a photochemical reaction. This reaction is called as a photochemical reaction, children. Okay, here we can see, take some quantity of silver bromide on a watch glass, observe the color of the silver bromide, place the watch glass in the sunlight for some time. Now observe the color of the silver bromide. What changes do you notice? There is a change in the color. Did the color of the silver bromide changes? Yes, after placing it in the presence of the sunlight, it changes. Therefore, here silver bromide in the presence of the sunlight, it gives silver and bromine. This decomposition reaction occurs in the presence of sunlight, and such reactions are called as photochemical reactions. All the above decomposition reactions require energy in the form of heat, light or electricity for converting the reactants to products. Okay, all these reactions are endothermic reaction. Endothermic reactions, already we know what are the endothermic reactions. The endothermic reactions are the reactions which takes place, okay, which takes place by absorbing the energy. Those are called as the endothermic reactions. Okay, children. Therefore, here in this the endothermic reactions, they take the energy in the presence of heat or in the presence of sunlight or in the presence of the electricity. Okay, and here another example. Here silver chloride, 2AgCl on keeping in the presence 2Ag plus Cl. Okay, silver chloride. Take a pinch of silver chloride in a watch glass, keep it in the sunlight, okay, for some time and observe the change. Take some ferrous sulfate crystals in boiling tube, heat it under the spirit lamp, and here these are the ferrous sulfate crystals in boiling water. Ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. Okay, 2FeSO4 gives 2Fe plus SO4 taken twice. Okay, therefore here ferrous sulfate, when we heat the ferrous sulfate, we get iron and sulfate. Okay, and here another example, take about 2 grams of barium hydroxide in a test tube. Barium hydroxide, BaOH taken twice. Okay, in a test tube, add about 1 gram of ammonium chloride. Okay, 1 gram of ammonium chloride and mix well with the glass rod. Touch the test tube with your palm. He is saying that touch the test tube with your palm, with your hand. Touch the test tube with your palm. Palm means hand. Okay, BaCl2 plus NH4OH. Ammonium hydroxide reaction is this one, and here this is an exothermic reaction. Here heat is evolved. Okay, heat is evolved. This is the another example. These are some of the examples of the decomposition reaction, children. Decomposition reaction. Okay, these are some of the examples of the decomposition reaction, children. Okay, here barium hydroxide on mixing with this ammonium chloride gives barium fluoride and ammonium hydroxide. Okay, next we see the third type of reaction, that is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. The reaction in which the displacement takes place is called as a displacement reaction. That means here zinc plus HCl gives rise to ZnCl2 plus H. Okay, here zinc when reacting with the hydrochloric acid, or a metal when reacting with the sulfur, any acid, it gives the hydrogen gas and zinc chloride is there. Here zinc when reacting with the HCl, hydrochloric acid, okay, it gives zinc chloride and here hydrogen is displaced. Therefore this type of reaction is called as a what? Displacement reaction. Okay, not only this one, children. Here zinc when reacting with the H2SO4, sulfuric acid, it gives ZnSO4 plus H2. Okay, zinc when reacting with sulfuric acid, it gives zinc sulfate, and zinc sulfate is a salt, zinc chloride is a salt, and here the same way zinc when reacting with the nitric acid, it gives zinc nitrate and hydrogen gases evolved. Okay, okay, zinc nitrate and hydrogen gases evolved. Okay, therefore here zinc when reacting with the nitric acid, it gives, that means metal, zinc is a metal. A metal when reacts with the water, it reacts, when it reacts with the acid, it gives a salt and as well as the hydrogen gases evolved. Okay, this type of reactions are called as the what? Displacement reaction. And in the same way, see here children, iron, okay, iron when reacting with the copper sulfate, iron when reacting with the copper sulfate, it gives iron sulfate, and here copper is displaced. Okay, copper is displaced. In the same way, zinc when reacting with the silver nitrate, AgNO2, here we get zinc nitrate. Okay, here zinc nitrate and silver is separated. Here lead when reacting with the copper chloride, it gives lead chloride and the copper is displaced. Okay children, like this. Here these are some of the reactions. Okay, here we can see the nail. Here you can see the displacement reaction. Take two nails and clean them by rubbing with a sandpaper. Take two tubes and mark them as A and B. Here we are marking them. Here there is a change in the color, children. Here iron nail dipped in the copper sulfate solution. When iron nail is dipped in the copper sulfate solution, it gives off iron nail and copper. Here copper can be seen. Here copper is displaced over here. Okay, iron nail and copper sulfate solutions compared before and after the experiment. Here before, this is the copper sulfate solution. After adding the nail, when we are keeping inside the copper sulfate solution, it gives off iron can be seen. Iron is separated. Therefore here Fe plus CuSO for this reaction, children. Okay, iron when reacting with the copper sulfate, it gives copper sulfate is a blue color solution. Okay, and here copper sulfate, it gives off iron sulfate and copper is displaced. Okay children, therefore this is called as these are the examples of the displacement reaction. These are the examples of the displacement reaction, children. Okay, therefore here these are the examples. Here we can see the displacement reaction. This is the dilute hydrochloric acid reacting to the zinc dust. Zinc granules when added to this dilute hydrochloric acid, hydrogen gas is liberated here. Due to of the hydrogen gas, here you can see the balloon with hydrogen gas, H2 gas, conical flask. Okay, when we are placing of some acid inside, dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid or dilute nitric acid, when we add some zinc granules to it, okay, due to of the liberation of the hydrogen gas, the balloon inflates. Okay children, these are some of the examples of the displacement reaction, children. Okay, these are the examples of the displacement reaction. Here we can see over here, iron when reacting with the copper sulfate gives iron sulfate and copper. Zinc plus zinc reacting with the silver nitrate, it gives zinc nitrate and the silver is displaced. Lead reacting with the copper sulfate gives lead chloride. Okay, lead reacting with the copper chloride, it gives off lead chloride and copper is displaced. These are the examples of the displacement reaction, children. Okay, right. The remaining we will be learning in the next class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.